Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another day in the life video. I am headed off to clinic this morning, excited for this week because it should be a pretty short week overall, just because I'm only working Monday through Wednesday, as I mentioned at the end of the week last week because of Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I know that when I had left on Thursday, we had a patient who had transferred over to inpatient rehab who has been kind of on our schedule. So that will be exciting to have them officially as a rehab patient. And then I believe one other was on the way of potentially transferring. So I'm hoping that they will have officially transferred and we can start looking at both of them in terms of their inpatient schedules and really starting to get those regular schedules with them, as well as pick up some other people to make the last few weeks of my experience really full with lots of opportunities to learn. So I am going to go in and check my schedule now. Well, yesterday was an interesting day just because we had come in and actually two of our patients were planned for the OR for the day. So that kind of jumbled up our day a little bit. We ended up picking up an eval as well as a high-risk spinal fusion and kind of filled our day, especially because we also had a kiddo trying out a baclofen test dose. So we were just testing their spasticity before, 2 hours after, and 4 hours after to kind of see how it affected them. I was also having some conversations with my clinical instructor just about how I was doing, kind of thinking about moving forward. And one of the things that was nice that she had said was that she still currently takes some advice from some of her past students because she doesn't know everything. So it was just a nice comment to hear, knowing that you're always learning, especially in the pediatric inpatient environment. So I'm excited for another day today, and hopefully less of our patients are in the OR. Good morning. So yesterday was an interesting day because we started off the day really not having too busy of a day, and we were kind of wondering if we'll even meet our productivity standard for the day, the number of units that we need to be in patient contact. And actually by the end of the day we ended up having 35, and the expectation in this setting at this hospital is 22. So it was a pretty crazy day. I had to stay a little bit late to finish up some of the notes just because I was trying to do notes throughout the day and was knocking them out whenever possible, but just because it was such a busy day full of 2 evals as well as lots of treatments, that it was just a lot of notes to get done. So I got those done by about 5:45 last night. But as you can see now, and by my face, it's snowing a decent bit right now, a little bit on the ground, but I'm heading off to clinic for my last day of the week. It should be pretty nice overall, considering we did those evals yesterday. We have a few people to keep going with right now, so just kind of gotta finish out the week and enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Well, as you can see, as of the recording of the outro for this video, it is already the end of November and I am all back to being clean shaven. So that is a fun change for our last 2 weeks of the experience, which will start next week, where I have my last full week of the experience, and then I'll have 2 days on the last week, the Monday and the Tuesday, before we do our exit interviews on the second half of the week, and then graduate on the Friday and Saturday, both the kind of PT specific graduation and then our campus as a whole for the winter graduation. So lots to come in these next 2 weeks. But to kind of comment on what happened on Thursday, essentially it was a pretty regular day. I am starting to get back into the groove with some of our rehab patients that we picked up now, which have been unique in their own aspects, where the patients that I'm working with either have a new condition that I haven't been working with throughout the experience so far, or they just present their own challenges, because I have actually a lot of people on my caseload right now who have seizures from epilepsy or some of those other conditions. And I have a patient who has a spinal cord injury who's also a younger patient as a whole. So it's all kind of newer to me and giving me some great experiences for me to go through this next week and the last 2 days after that. So I'm excited to see how it goes moving forward, but thinking about next week, I have that full week, like I said, on Wednesday. I believe I'm going to have the opportunity for about half of the day to go down to the gait lab and observe that and get to see how that kind of works with 2 different patients. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's crazy how close I am getting to graduation, with it only being about 6 clinic days left. So there's a finite amount of time, and I am so looking forward to all of it. Also, I am sorry that I didn't post anything on Thursday this past week, just because of the holiday and because of having the chance to just relax a little bit with the long weekend. I decided not to post anything, so I hope you all understand, but I'll make sure to try and post something this Thursday as well as the following to keep up with my schedule, at least until graduation. So make sure to look out for those videos. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below, and check out my link in the description down below for 20% off. Pick Monic, feel free to use their 5-day free trial to see if it's right for you. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been KB DPT, and I'll see you all in the next video.